Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it is time for another edition of Best Teams on Global. This is the pre-8-year anniversary or June 2023 edition. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yes, the 8-year anniversary, the countdown's right around the corner. The hype is real. I cannot believe Global is basically 8 years of this game. It's incredible. And of course, JP in about 6 months from now is going to celebrate the 9-year anniversary, etc., etc. It's just this game continues to amaze me that it's still around, and I'm just happy that I can still make these best teams videos. So before we dive into all the details, first and foremost, the term best teams is my opinion and is purely subjective. There is no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. And how I build my teams, I look at a multitude of different things: leader, skill, damage and defense, special skills. The bench strength is very important, how flexible the team is, game mode effectiveness, and just overall gameplay. And when you look at game mode effectiveness, I'm still looking at Cell Max as being the top of the top. We're looking at the ultimate red zones, the multitude of different those. Then you have to look at Stream Super Battle Road, and then the remaining game modes within Dokkan here. Now, let's go ahead and look at the previous top 10 list here. And this, again, the previous top 10, I think was a solid list. A lot of you guys really wasn't complaining or disagreeing too much, which besides like maybe one or two, a lot of people like the new World Tournament Goku as the best team, Earthbred Fighters, things of that nature. But I still think two Piccolos is broken when it comes to global, and in a sense, a lot of this stuff is going to stay pat. But the biggest difference I mentioned in the previous video, in the previous best teams here, was the upcoming Great Merge. And what I mean by the Great Merge is I'm using certain leader skills with different leaders and really putting them together. For example, like Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, and then Ultimate Gohan, they have superheroes as the main leader skill. Yes, they both have an additional secondary leader skill, Battle Wits, and then Hybrid Saiyans, but you're generally running a superheroes team, so the teams in of itself isn't all that different. One thing that was interesting when I merged this was Cooler and Metal Cooler, which has two different leader skills, but the team is very, very similar. So, and the biggest merge, of course, is Movie Heroes. Movie Heroes in 2022 just continue to get more leaders, to continue to get more units, and we just kind of shoved them all together. So when you're looking at, for example, here the honorable mention from last year, it's basically the Joint Forces Movie Heroes, and in a sense we're just putting this in the Movie Hero spot. Now, during the 8-year anniversary, I'm going to have to kind of defuse and demerge some of these, because Joint Forces with this team here becomes a very incredibly different team after the 8-year anniversary. So anyway, the Great Merge is here. We are merging these category leaders, and for example, this one has already merged with Movie Heroes. Let's now transition into the top 10. Really no honorable mention. I am not going to talk about Super 17 team or where the placement of Super Buu is. It's just not relevant for the top 10. You can say top 15, maybe in the top 20 is the Target Goku team with the new Super 17 Dokkan Festival exclusive, but it's just not there comparable to the teams that I'm going to be talking about. So coming in at number 10, this was actually interesting for me when I was building out this new list, where this team they actually got leapfrogged from another team, and how important just one unit is to the whole dynamic of a team. You'll see that in the number 9 spot. But in the number 10, we're still holding pat. Nothing changed from number 10. It is still Goku's Family stored figures with the Tech Bardock as the leader. The 200% lead here is with Pure Saiyans. And of course, this is just pretty much a Goku oriented team, right? The rotations are fantastic. Very, very good rotation. However, we really don't have too many support options, and Bardock is sometimes a liability, but you have that scouter ability, which is very, very useful. But generally in the main rotations, you're running these amazing Goku main rotations, and it's a fantastic and very, very fun team, especially if you are a Goku fan, right? So Coming in number 10, again, did not change here. Oh, by the way, if you want to run a Bardock in main rotations, it'll look something like this, a little different. Not as effective, but the bench strength at least provides some options of changing it up if you don't have particular units. But again, to come in number 10 is Tech Bardock with basically Goku's family is the main unit that you're really going to be running here. So coming in number 9, actually leapfrogged this. This was an honorable mention for a very long time, and it was just missing a few units. And last month, 1 unit was added on there, and then this month, the unit that really changed the whole dynamic of the team made it onto the top 10 and leapfrog number 10 here, and that's going to be Battle of Wits. Now, Battle of Wits, these 200% Carnival leads are very restrictive, and it would take a lot to jump into the top 10 because bench strength is very important to me. As you can see here, the bench strength is not all that great. However, the team in of itself, the standalone team here, if I was just judging by standalone team, this is like a top 5 team, right? Maybe even top 3, because the rotations are just super strong, and you have incredible defensive support, and we're still kind of in a defensive meta here and defensive mechanics. This team probably just doesn't die. Now, the issue here is if you're missing some of these units, for example, if you don't have Goku Piccolo, or you don't have Piccolo EZA Piccolo, or something of that nature, any of the Piccolos on top, your whole dynamic, your whole rotation will change, and it's just not as strong. So having these Super Saiyan Goku as the support along with MVP 17, which was the unit that changed everything here, just again makes this team flow very well. Again, would be a lot higher if their bench strength was a lot stronger. It's a very weak bench. So coming number 9, making its return debut, I guess. When I say return debut, doesn't make sense. Return, not debut, in the top 10 is actually it might be the debut. I have to look back, but Battle of Wits with the Super Saiyan Goku here. So and then coming in number 8, I don't think moved spots. Yeah, actually moved up 1 spot here because it was in the number 9 spot. Is the there we go. I have to remove that. There we go. Is the number 8 spot in Strength Cooler. This team just synergizes so well together. The bench strength is incredible. You can do a multitude of different rotations. I enjoy this rotation for more offensive, then this one a lot more defensive. And then of course you have the World Tournament Piccolo has just a 170 unit on here, but can just do incredible damage and still very effective at 170. But for sure, I would say the number 8 spot has to go to an extreme team. However, this isn't technically the best extreme team leader in the game, and that will go to the number 7 spot. So it's coming number 8 is the Strength LR Cooler. And that is going to be, I thought I removed all these here, so I moved up 1 spot because of the Great Merge. But coming in number 7 is Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, Giant Form category with the World Tournament and Battle of Fate 200% lead in the Piccolo here. The World Tournament Piccolo is ridiculous. It's so good that even though you're running most of these units here at 170, it doesn't matter. The team is just operating at a different level. However, the bench isn't as strong and the synergy isn't as strong as the cooler team, right? So you can kind of interchange this. I had this discussion in a previous video that I was interchanging. I was trying to kind of going, okay, which one's better? This is a better standalone unit, but this is overall a better team. And so I was like, okay, I'll still put the better unit for now. Because you do have some options here as like extreme team. Let me remove this again. Extreme team here. To run like Super Battle Roads or things. This is a Super Battle Road Destroyer, by the way. You can just literally run Piccolo himself and he'll destroy whatever Super Battle Road that he's in. So again, amazing unit here, interchangeable. It can be argued either 1, 7 or 8 with Piccolo and Cooler here, but I have Piccolo here in the 7 spot. with Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, Giant Form, which I wish they would have added something different than Giant Form. That would have made this team even better. Battle of Fate and World Tournament for the 30% boost for 200%. So now moving on into the top to 6 spot here, and this deserves to be in the top 5, but I just don't have room in the top 5. Is Path the Power Kid Goku team. This team is an absolute beast of a team. No doubt about it. Again, it's just that these next top 5, in my opinion, are better than the Path of Power Goku team. So amazing synergy. So many different options, so many different rotations with DB Saga, Youth, and Exploding Rage. But you don't have as much options with Dragon Ball Seekers as a 200% boost, but you do have a lot of Bond of Friendship. So overall, I think the weakest point of this is the lack of other support versus like Bulma. Bulma in the main rotation just makes this team shine, right? It's an incredible standalone unit, and then of course Path of Power Goku is just so good. Just make sure you get enough key orbs and key spheres, but you generally don't have a lot of problem on there. So overall, in number 6 spot, I think it deserves to be a number 5 spot, but I cannot drop the top 5. So now let's go ahead and move on to the top 5, and again, not too many differences, but because of the merge, you opened up a spot or two, and coming in the number 5 spot, which makes a lot of sense, is Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, Godku here, Power Wishes, Exploding Rage as the 200% boost. Yeah, Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, it's a crazy leader skill for 170. Probably the best leader skill at 170. Of course, a little bit too, how do I say it, is limited or restricted when it comes to powerful Power Wishes and Exploding Rage. Once this happens in the 8-year anniversary, you know that this team is going to be a lot better after the 8-year anniversary. So let's just wait for that. Now, in the top 5, I think it's fair. The rotations are amazing. The units are just overall incredible. And of course, Goku being a leader, and even you can of course put him into the main rotation or keep him out of it. Either way works really, really well. And so many other options. Generally speaking, as you see here, it's mostly a Goku family team here. And that's a shame. I would love to see more standalone Vegetas, and then even Hybrid Saiyans besides the AGL Gohan getting a little shine here as usage. But generally speaking, right now the Gokus are very, very strong. So coming in number 5 is the physical Goku, Dokkan Festival exclusive Goku here in the Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans with Power Wishes and Exploding Rage as the 200% boost. Coming number 4, which actually dropped a spot. Now the reason why I dropped the spot is leader skill flexibility and leader skill bonus from the Great Merge. And I still think this team is super, super good, incredible. However, it did drop 1 spot due to that. So you'll see what the top 3 teams are. And coming number 4 is the Bond of Parent-Child and Future Saga with Battle of Fate. A little bit limited when it comes to getting the 200% boost. However, you have that first position locked up with LRGG. LRGG is still, after this many months that's been out, even for global, it's so good. It's just that first position is a very, very important spot, and it just locks that space up there. Now, if he gets removed from that from that spot, it becomes a little bit iffy. But all in all, with the other units that you're able to run, World Tournament Goku, Carnival Goku, stuff like that, it's just a very, very strong team. If you want to go more defensive, just put in the Majin Vegeta on there. When you're linked up with that Trunks there, you're not taking any damage. You have that World Tournament Goku that could also sync up very well with Carnival Goku if he uses that revival mechanic, and then World Tournament Goku becomes a god, etc., etc. So, and then you have these like weird teams that you can run with like Murzumasu and things of that nature, right? So there's a lot of diversity, a lot of bench strength when it comes to Bond and Parent-Child. But overall, for sure, at least the top 5, but he's in my top 4 here, is the Vegeta and Trunks, the LRGG. coming in number 4, however, just dropping 1 spot. So moving up 1 spot makes a lot of sense because, again, I'm merging all these teams together, is Movie Heroes. So Movie Heroes was in the number 4 spot, having the merge, boosted up just slightly. It's not overly important, but still important enough that it got a little bit of shine and moved up this to the top 3 here. It makes a lot of sense. Movie Heroes is widely, 2022 was just everything, right? It was the most powerful team that you can run. I still think the Gamma 1 team, as you can see right here, is the most powerful. You have options like this or this combination here. Putting LR Orange Piccolo, LR OP down in a floater spot. It's crazy, but there's an option for that. It's incredible, the different rotations. So, and really this theme just really doesn't die, right? So you can maybe instead of put Vegeta on there, you could put Gamma 2. So again, very, very strong here, very good. But of course, with the merge, you have the gods, right? And of course, the joint forces, which I already kind of mentioned before. So the Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes with Kamehameha, again, a very, very good overall team. You have a lot of options you can run, but this also will change. This team also will change. So I did the great merge for this video, and then I'm gonna maybe demerge because it's gonna have some incredible options after the 8-year anniversary. So it'll be interesting what the best teams rankings will look like after the 8-year anniversary. A lot of things are going to change. So, but coming in at the number 3 spot is Movie Heroes, particularly with Gamma 1 as the leader. Now down to the last 2, and the last 2, just to let you know, it didn't change, right? So Earthbred Fighters, powerful comeback. Even though it did get Yamcha as the merged team here. Again, I'll talk about the number 1 spot here, but the number 2 spot, Earthbred Fighters, powerful comeback with World Tournament Goku, is absolutely a crazy team that you can run. The combinations are incredible, even though you have a lot of 170 options and OP 170 units that you're running here. Having the World Tournament Goku and Piccolo running on the same team is just crazy. If you're running a full World Tournament unit, you can even have them in a rotation and have a World Tournament Krillin to just support the key issues you might have and things of that nature, but you are just going to be just fine. And again, with the Yamcha merging onto this, it easily holds the number 2 spot and will arguably is a number 1 spot. A lot of people have told me, Earthbred Fighters was number 1, but still, right now, as of right now, again, this will change in the anniversary because the anniversary users are incredible. On global, 2 Piccolos is just broken, right? 2 Orange Piccolos. So number 1 is Superheroes for, I believe this is the 5th month in a row, and I figured as much, that this was going to hold its place as the best team on global until the 8-year anniversary, and that's what it seemed going to look like. It did get a slight upgrade as MVP 17 can be running as a support here with like this team or a different combination. But having the Gammas are just so valuable on here. Having 2 Piccolos, having LRGG on this, it's insane, right? This team, again, this team doesn't die, and having the option for Super Saiyan Goku, defensive support with MVP 17 defensive support, Gamma 1, Gamma 2, the EZA Piccolo, it's too good, right? And even though Earthbred Fighters got a merge, so did Superheroes with the Ultimate Gohan. And yes, I know with Ultimate Gohan, you can run with Hybrid Saiyans, but really the only unit that you're going to slot differently from the Piccolo team here is the AGL Gohan, which is not on the Piccolo team. However, would you rather have LROP or LR Super Saiyan Gohan on the team here? Yeah, you're going to always choose LROP against that. So with the merge here, it makes sense with the merge. It's not, again, all that different of a team. So again, LRGG, LROP on the same team, synergized, support, etc., etc. Still the best team. However, it will be deranked pretty sure it will be in the 8-year anniversary, but let me know what you guys think. Here's a summary of what we just saw. Number 10 is the Goku's Family with Bardock. Number 9 is Battle of Wits with Super Saiyan Goku. The number 8 spot is Strength Cooler. Number 7 spot is World Tournament Piccolo. Then you have the Path of Power Goku as the number 6 with, was it Youth? All these the 3 options are triple double Goku is what I used to call them. And then you have Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans in the Gaku. Then LRGG as number 4 spot. The Movie Heroes crew of leaders. The crazy amount of leaders there is the number 3 spot, primarily focusing on Gamma 1. The Earthbred Fighters with World Tournament Goku, number 2, and then, hey, 2 Orange Piccolos is just broken. It's the number 1 spot with Superheroes. So let me know again what you guys think about the list here. Again, it really didn't change too much from last month, a couple different movements, but all in all, I think this grouping looks fairly well. And of course, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Let's get ready for the 8-year anniversary, and yeah, keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.